Yes.
Serge, what's a good way to get the coup or subconscious mind in line with your conscious mind?
There's two things to do. To get your conscious mind in line with your subconscious is also really good. Okay? And what it takes is awareness, paying attention. And with your conscious mind being both the student and the teacher, you can teach your own subconscious body-mind new forms of behavior, how to change habits, how to be stronger physically and energetically and all kinds of stuff, even intellectually, because the subconscious is the part that manages the brains and the neural connections and so forth. So you can use your conscious mind to train and teach. But training and teaching of any kind always works best when you're doing it on a kind of a reward basis. In other words, you're using praise and you're using benefit to teach. You can get some results if you are a dictatorial teacher, but much more limited results that way. You're always producing resistance and tension if you try to teach yourself that way. But if you can teach yourself with encouragement, using all the best teaching principles, why then you can act as a teacher. On the other hand, you need to also have the awareness feedback of learning from your body. How it responds and how it reacts to different things in the environment, to different things that are happening, to different thoughts that go through your head, to different intentions that you have. This is a very subtle and important thing too, to be aware of what are the existing patterns, in which direction is it easier to move, in which direction do you automatically get some resistance, and then you can examine that resistance. Is it out of fear or good sense? There's a difference there. And so what it takes then for both ways is a lot of awareness and respect for your own self, for this part of yourself. To listen to it, to understand it, to get to know it, and learn how to teach it. Learn what will motivate it. And that way you're going to have a good dual system going. Okay? You're going to both learn from it and you can act as the teacher too. Yeah.
So when you're with a student who's coming up against some hard things to face, where there's a lot of resistance and there doesn't seem to be that positive aspect, or maybe they don't understand there's something very positive in the painful experience of overcoming things, how do you encourage them? How do you bring that positivity into that?
First of all, you're going to working with a student, and if you're trying to, let's say, teach them something and it's painful for them, there's often a resistance, a natural resistance, and yet you know there's going to be a positive result from the teaching. How do you do that? Pretty much it? Okay. You're going to have to explain it very carefully what the positive benefits are. Because if the person, we'll treat it as a person right now, doesn't understand or appreciate those positive benefits, you're not going to get very far. So you're going to have to put them in terms or in a form in which they're very easily understandable. Why should I go through this pain? Because of this real good benefit and this real good one and this real good one. Now here's another trick. Not a trick, but an insight, if you like. The more the benefit can be tangible in terms of sensory experience, which can include emotional experience, the more the benefit is tangible, the easier it's going to be for the person to move through the pain to reach it. If you make it abstract, the more abstract you make it, the less inclined they're going to be to move. So if you say, oh, this is going to be for your spiritual good, yeah, okay, but that's real abstract, all right? It's going to be for your spiritual good, and you're going to be able to run faster, or you're going to be able to read faster, or you're going to be able to be free of this burden that you've carried with you, this emotional burden that bothers you all the time, and you're going to be able to wake up and feel good in the morning, and it's good for your spiritual development. Oh, okay, now you've got their attention. There's got to be something they believe is beneficial for that, some benefit they will receive for the process of change. And it's got to be real tangible. You can combine it with abstracts, but there's got to be something there that's going to motivate them in the immediate to want to change. Now, what's helpful also is to approach the change in very small increments, small pieces at a time, so that they don't have to go, let's say, through as much pain all at once. And so someone said once, pretty good insight, and it applies most of the time. He was talking about clients and patients. He said that there's no such thing as a resistant client. There's just a teacher who doesn't know how to teach them, or a therapist who doesn't know how to reach them. See? So if you're getting resistance, first thing to do is don't blame it on them. Take a look at your method. And it may be sometimes that the best way you can help them is to send them to another therapist or another teacher. Right? After whatever you know how to try doesn't work. And they still want help.